Hey, steadfast souls. What if one simple question could shift your entire perspective, diffuse any argument, or unlock your inner strength? Picture this: mastering your mind, not by shouting louder, but by asking smarter. Today, we're diving into 5 powerful questions inspired by Socrates, the Stoic philosopher who made curiosity his greatest weapon. These questions aren't just for winning debates. They're your toolkit for clarity, wisdom, and living with unshakable resolve. So grab a notebook, ignite your spark of steadfast purpose, and let's unravel the power of questioning together. Socrates didn't need books or speeches to change the world. He asked questions, sharp, simple, and piercing. Why? Because arguments stack up words like bricks, ready to topple, but questions dig deeper, exposing the roots of what we believe. When you argue, people push back. When you ask, they pause and think. A statement can be wrong, but a true question? It's like a mirror, reflecting truth back at you. Socrates was like a warrior who won without fighting, wielding silence, logic, and curiosity. These 5 Socratic questions, rooted in Stoic wisdom, aren't about outsmarting others. They're about mastering conversations, situations, and most importantly, yourself. But this power comes with a warning. Use it to awaken, not to manipulate. Let's dive into these questions and see how they can reshape your life. Start with this. What's the evidence for that? When someone says, "You can't succeed without a fancy degree," or "this idea's a total flop," hit them with this question. It's like flipping on a light in a dark room. Most people believe things because they've heard them a million times, not because they've checked the facts. If a friend says, "Social media's just a distraction," ask, "What evidence backs that up?" Then stay quiet. That silence is where the magic happens. They start questioning themselves. I used to think I wasn't ready for big dreams. But when I asked myself, "What's the evidence?" I realized it was just fear talking, not truth. Use this question on others and yourself. It's pure Stoic discipline. Don't buy into a belief without solid proof. Then there's, what are you missing? Every idea has a blind spot, like a shadow you can't see. If someone says, "I'm no good at this," ask, what strengths are you missing? It's like turning a picture upside down to spot what's hidden. At work, if someone says, "This project's going nowhere," ask, what are we missing that could make it work? A colleague once told me, "I'll never get that promotion." I asked, "What skills are you missing that your boss might see?" She thought it over, listed her wins, and realized she was undervaluing herself. This Stoic question sparks clarity and teamwork, keeping you calm and focused. Next up, what would change your mind? This one cuts to the core of wisdom. A true Stoic stays open to new evidence, no matter how much they believe something. If someone says, "Money buys happiness," ask, what would change your mind about that? If they say, "Nothing," they're not thinking. They're clinging to pride. A real thinker says, "Show me better evidence and I'll reconsider." Marcus Aurelius put it best. "If someone proves me wrong, I thank them." Try this in your own life. When you're dead set on something, ask yourself, what would change my mind? It's a Stoic reality check, keeping your ego in line and your mind open. Another gem. What would the other side say? True wisdom means understanding every angle. If someone says, "Hard work's the only way to win," ask, what would someone who disagrees say? It's like stepping into their shoes to see the whole map. In an argument, ask, if you were on the other side, how would you make your case? During a heated family discussion about life choices, I asked, What would someone against this choice say? The shouting stopped, and we actually started listening. This Stoic question turns fights into conversations, building empathy and insight. Finally, ask, what if everyone thought that way? This question drags ideas into the real world. If someone says, it's fine to cut corners, ask, what if everyone cut corners? Their answer reveals the fallout. If a coworker says, a little lie doesn't hurt, ask, if everyone lied a little, would trust still exist? Epictetus taught that a good idea must work for one and for all. Use this on yourself. When you're tempted to procrastinate, ask, if everyone put things off, what would happen? This question keeps you grounded in reality, not excuses. Ready to make these questions even sharper? Try these 4 Stoic-inspired tactics. First, lean into silence. After asking a question, don't say a word. Silence is like a spotlight. It forces people to face their own thoughts, and they'll often spill more than they meant to. Second, keep digging. If their answer's fuzzy, ask, can you break that down a bit? Push until they clarify or admit they're lost. Third, ask for real-world examples. Say, can you give me a specific case? Big talk often crumbles when it meets reality. Fourth, check for contradictions. If they say one thing and then another, ask, you said this before, but now you're saying that. How do they fit? Logic always catches up. These questions aren't just for debates, they're for everyday life. At work, skip arguing with your boss and ask, what's the big goal we're all chasing? It aligns everyone without stepping on egos. In sales, don't push a product. Ask, if things stay the same, where will you be in 6 months? That clarity closes deals better than any pitch. With kids, instead of lecturing, ask, what do you think happens if you do that again? It plants the seed of responsibility. In relationships, when things get tense, ask, what do you need to feel heard? That simple question, rooted in Stoic empathy, builds bridges instead of walls. But here's a heads up. Socrates paid a price for his questions, not because they were wrong, but because they hit too close to truth. Truth can rattle people. Use these questions to spark growth, not to shut people down. Seneca said it well. We don't learn to win arguments. We learn to question the rules. Ask with curiosity, not arrogance. Hold on to 3 Stoic virtues: humility, knowing you don't have all the answers; curiosity, seeking to understand, not to dominate; and collaboration, building dialogue, not division. Watch out for 4 traps: arrogance, thinking you're better than others; humiliation, using questions to hurt instead of help; endless doubt, tearing down without building up; and judgment, believing you've got the only truth. These 5 Socratic questions are your Stoic blueprint for a wiser life. They're not just about outsmarting others. They're about mastering your mind and lifting those around you. Socrates once asked the world, do you really know yourself? That question still challenges us today. Use these questions to probe others, but start with yourself. Because the ultimate Stoic win is owning your thoughts. Which question will you try first? Drop one word in the comments. Steadfast. Let's build a community of thinkers who pick truth over noise. If this video lit a spark in you, hit that like button, subscribe to Spark of Steadfast, and share it with someone who needs this wisdom. Stay strong, stay curious, और अपने मन की शांति को जगाए रखें. See you in the next video.